war and famine. War and famine. War, famine, famine, war and famine. Putin wants Ukraine. China's making it rain. Biden's bending over and he's feeling the pain because there's war and famine. War and famine.
That's coming down the pipe, bro.
It's coming down the pipe and it's going in the pipe.
Down the pipe.
So much pipe.
Can get ugly.
It's getting ugly already.
All right, now, first of all, the second half of the stream, when we go to Alt Tech, we're going to be covering the Ukraine craziness.
Yeah, we can't talk about it in too much detail because we have some views that YouTube may not appreciate.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. Now, I will say this. I was kind of caught off guard with the actual invasion as it kicked off. I really did not think that they were going to make a move this soon. But I mean, Ukraine has been basically has been targeted by Russia for, what, a decade now? A little over a decade?
At least, yeah. I mean, when W was in office, this is going back like 20 years.
Yeah.
They attacked Georgia then, and then they annexed Crimea when Obama was in office.
Correct.
Strangely enough, the guy that they're trying to blame this on while he was in office for those 4 years was the only time Putin didn't really try anything.
That's absolutely correct.
And now they're trying to blame it on Orange Man.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to that in detail.
The mental gymnastics required are giving me giving me a kink in my back.
It's a flowchart of insanity. We're going to go into that part when we go to Alt Tech and talk about it. But my thing is this. For all of the leftoids out there, I've heard, in the past 40 years about how Europe is so sophisticated and they're way ahead of us and we should be more like Europe. Except Europe has been at war for fucking ever. There hasn't been even a half a century that went by in Europe without huge wars breaking out with millions of people getting fucking killed.
And that's why it's hysterically funny that NATO releases this statement. Peace in our continent has been shattered. So we're just going to completely ignore the open border policies in the EU that turned Sweden into the rape capital of the Western world, the roaming rape gang on New Year's Eve in Cologne, Germany. They're rioting, burning, looting, and murdering just like they were over here after George Floyd, and nothing happened over there.
Listen, we're evil, hairless monkeys.
So
we
peaceful.
always come up with new ways to basically screw our opponents up.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to tell you right now, they've done that in Europe by basically allowing an influx of migrants that are going to take away from the GDP of the country because a lot of them aren't doing shit. I'm sorry. You can get mad. I hope you're working. I hope you're trying to become an active participant and a citizen of the country you went to. But I've read the stories. I've looked at the stats, and it's not looking that way. Yeah. So let's move on. This is the Thought Thursday, the first half. We're doing the Thought Thursday because,
it's Thought Thursday.
It is. That's what we do. We rip on thoughts on Thursday because
it's how we roll.
It's easy.
Yeah, it's
like fighting retards or something.
And Keith Peterson chipped in with 2 super chats before the show because he wants his bud.
That's a good one.
Yeah, nice and big so you guys can actually appreciate it. Although I don't think anyone's really going to appreciate this.
No. Oh, God.
Woman with the world's biggest bum says men find her scary. Gee, I wonder why. Could it be because your face looks like a football got reanimated by Dr. Frankenstein?
All right, this woman here, looking at her, and I'm reading that down there below the picture, about 150.
Oh, God. Oh, I'm so sorry.
All right, this woman is suffering from some kind of
body dysmorphia.
It's a legitimate, mental health issue.
You're going to spend $150,000 to look like that. On your way out, you're going to spend $1.5 million dying from it.
At a minimum.
Oh.
Because, listen, dying of illness and old age is not a good death.
No.
It is a long, drawn-out, fucked-up process. And when you get to the end, most of the time, people are glad it's fucking over.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm just saying.
This is just insane. Apparently, she wants to have a 90-inch ass, and she's been spending $6 figures on Brazilian butt lifts. They call them BBLs. What's really astonishing, this woman is 27 years old.
Look at that. I mean, literally, this woman is, oh, God, this is repulsive. And the thing that makes it even more repulsive is it doesn't fucking have to happen.
No, it doesn't.
She looks fine if she didn't have her shit all fucked up with all of the surgeries.
Unfortunately, we don't have any before pictures. It would have been nice to have that for reference.
Well, I'm sure
her last relationship was 7 years ago when she was 20.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how screwed she's got to be up here? Wow.
I can almost guarantee you, before she had all this stuff done, she was probably an above average, maybe a 6 in looks. And now look at that. Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. And she's had like the fat on her waist removed and pumped into her ass.
Apparently, each of her surgeries require a range of 20 to 25 kilos of extra fat for surgeons to relocate to her bottom. So she gorges. She eats foods with tons of carbs, pizza, pasta, hamburgers, Nutella.
Well, Nutella's good.
Just like, well, it's chock full of calories.
Yeah, oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Just eating it by the spoonful.
Yeah, it's actually got more calories than peanut butter.
Yeah, by far.
Yeah, I've carried it in the field for emergency nutrition, and it was pretty good.
Maybe the dog gets a little bit of the Nutella when
dude,
she's feeling a little bored and wants to feel the loving touch of another being.
Fucking start drinking, you bastard.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. In fact, my straws are all the way over
today,
here. How did that
we have
happen?
the full menagerie going.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Because we're going to need it.
It's going to be very necessary.
You bastard. All right.
Oh, man. I call this shit man for hire.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's two of these back-to-back here. Florida woman Jasmine Martinez uses pandemic loan to hire hitman to murder rival. This one's brand spanking new. Happened February 16th.
Yep.
And obviously the the guy didn't really learn about the whole cover of night thing.
All right.
I mean, even Reaper 01 can teach him about this.
Well, statistically speaking, if you're going to murder, you do it after the sun goes down, because your chances of getting caught are probably 20 to 25% more or less than you would if you do it during the day.
And, of course, it's Florida. So, because it's usually Germany or Florida where the really weird shit happens, or at least it used to be before woke-statutes took over. She used money from a pandemic relief loan to hire a shit man to murder a rival who dated her ex. Jasmine Martinez used the Paycheck Protection Program to pay a gunman who fatally shot LaShante Jones, pictured here, and wounded her 3-year-old kid outside of her Miami apartment May 3rd, 2021. And, she was dumb enough to withdraw the money from her account, her personal account, just days before the shooting.
Listen.
She obviously hasn't watched the
There's ways to do this. I know how it's done. I'm going to be writing about it in my novels.
Fiction novels, of course.
Fiction novels, of course.
Of course.
And basically the Jericho Files, there's 2 novels out. I'm almost done with the 3rd.
Hell yeah, man. All 5-star reviews currently on Amazon still.
Correct.
Yes.
And
big thanks, by the way, for just talking about literature for a second. Tuesday night, we did our first plug for Thomas Fitzgerald's book about the police and how they're not your friends.
Yep.
That book went from being ranked 1,400 in civil rights and constitution rights on Amazon to being ranked 35th overnight. Thanks to you guys buying up copies. Big shout out and big thanks to you.
Yep. So guess what? If you guys want to, advertise the book, chances are we'll be able to do it for you. But we're not selling any sex shit.
No.
It's not happening.
No, if you want us to sell your dolls, no, we don't do that.
No, listen.
Your dick ticklers or your fleshlights, whatever you want.
No.
I mean, that's all you. You can do your own thing.
No.
Whoa. Ugh. And now, apparently, the shit men also like them young. 14-year-old. Now, Louisiana this time, arrested after trying to hire a hitman to kill her ex. So this one didn't actually result in a murder.
Yeah, but this is still fucked up.
It's very screwed up. 14.
Yep.
How bad could somebody have possibly pissed you off at 14? He didn't like my post.
Hey, now listen. When I was 14, there was a lot of guys that I would have to deal with after school. And if I had the money to hire a hitman, I would have. Because it just makes it easier. But I didn't.
I mean, what was she going to do? Like, is she going to, sell her feet pictures on OnlyFans?
No.
Wreck this dude?
Listen.
Apparently, the request was made through a fake website, and that was how she got caught.
Yeah. I mean, listen, if you're going to do shit like this, go to the dark web and figure it out. It's not that hard.
Give me the dark web.
There's whole essays on there that talk you through how to hide and do all. It's
Allegedly.
All there.
Allegedly. Show them the shirt. Allegedly.
Oh, hey!
There's a link to the merch store in the Meat Gazer box if you want your own allegedly shirt.
I'm just telling you, man.
This is messed up. So, of course, we don't have pictures of anyone involved because there's a juvenile. She's 14, doesn't even have $5 to pay for a hitman, but
she's still going to she's going to do 2 years in juvie. And
yeah,
she's still, nobody got killed, and she's only 14. This whole thing, if handled correctly, that woman will grow up and be just fine.
Yeah, juvie, probation, probably some psychiatric help. I would say that's definitely high up on the list.
Now, listen, I ran with some bad guys when I was younger. A lot of them went to juvie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Most of them, when they came out, they were just fucked. But some of them got the wake-up call.
Oh, yeah.
And they turned their shit around.
Well, dropping the soap will do that.
Well,
it's because the motivation to turn your shit around tends to skyrocket after someone named Bruno shoves your shit in.
Yeah, well, there's that, of course. But I mean, one of the guys was like, I was sitting there and we're going because when you're in juvie, they make you get your high school diploma or GED, and they're going through class, and he was going through economics, and he's like, okay, let me get this straight. So I do an armed robbery, I get $600. And then I'm rewarded with 12 years in prison. It's not worth it.
Or I could just go work for 40 hours and make that $600 flipping burgers and not go to jail.
Yeah, not go to jail.
Maybe get promoted to manager and then start banging the fry chick.
Correct.
I mean, things could work out better in that. I mean, at least after you can invest a little bit of money in the Neutrogena to scrub off all the acne that you get from being in a fast food joint and all that shit clogs up.
The problem we have now is we have a whole generation who are not advancing, not shining. They're basically failures to soar. All right, and they think it's someone else's fucking fault. They live in this victim mentality. And then they get mad, and then they take it on the rest of the world, and they either weren't raised properly or not taught how to look at yourself when you're fucking up, and then have the courage to go, you know what? I don't like what I'm seeing in the mirror. I'm fucking up. I need to unfuck myself. I did that in the 8th grade.
Yeah, no one ever blamed their way into a significant life change, just like you don't comply your way out of authoritarianism.
Yeah, it's like, what's the maximum range of an excuse? 0 fucking meters.
Amen.
Right. I'm just putting that life lesson out there for you guys. Can we do an inventory of how many we have on?
Do a quick inventory here. Why the hell not? We're going to start with YouTube. 901 currently watching on YouTube.
All right.
Just jumped up to 903. Thank you all very much for watching. MGTOW.tv is currently rocking 38 viewers. Thank you very much. And we got... Rumble. 481.
All right.
Currently watching. It doesn't auto-update the page, apparently. I got to reload that shit.
All right.
How y'all doing? D-Live is rocking 65. Would have been nice if it was 69. 81 currently watching on Twitch. And 123 rocking over on Odyssey. We do have a working live stream there tonight. I double-checked.
Yeah, so we're just shy of 1,800. That's not bad, gentlemen. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, and the numbers
and
are
I'm sorry I keep doing that. I just am trying to, take steps to grow this channel.
See what the trajectory is going on.
And if you're going to hit the bullseye, you need to know where all your bullets land so you can adjust.
Pew pew.
This is how it works.
Yes. But hang on, we already saw her, huh?
Is she Asian?
Yeah, she's Asian. Yeah, we had to throw that one in there because we had a request for Asian butt on the last.
Well,
stream,
Asian butt can be good.
Asian butt can be very good. I think this qualifies as a lump of vomit.
I have to double drink here.
Go ahead, double drink. You got it. Drink.
Nothing like
Yes.
the flavor of whiskey and beer.
Are you familiar with the phenomenon of mass psychosis?
I am. I've seen it. We're seeing it right now.
Yeah, it's like a mob mentality, right? You walk into the group thinking for yourself, and then all of a sudden shit starts getting crazy.
Yep.
Next thing you know, you're going along with a crowd doing a bunch of shit you would have never thought you were doing in a million years. I'm not saying that's what's happening here, but
that's a good one.
It's too big of a coincidence to ignore because these numbers are staggering compared to what they were just a few years ago.
And LGBTQ, loose, gay, butt twerking queers.
Correct.
These are all words they use, so this is nothing new.
You are seen. A record 7.1% of U.S. adults now identify as LGBTQ WTF LOL. New poll shows.
Okay, first of all, I'm just going to make a life prediction here. If you identify as this, chances are you're setting the stage for a very hard life.
Yeah.
And listen, I'm not saying that you should comply and go with the crowd. I'm just saying it's not natural. And like when I was a kid, I used to get pissed off when people would talk about gays. Now I have nothing but the deepest sympathy for them. Because they literally, their entire life is heartbreak after heartbreak after heartbreak.
And now that they've fully embraced this victim mentality, it's going to be nothing but it's just every opportunity is going to float away from them because they're never going to look at themselves for answers.
Correct. And you're seeing this in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Hollywood is catering to basically the 7.1%. Let's just round it up to 10% of the population.
And let's be honest, most of these people just identify as this. They're not really walking the walk.
Yeah. But I'm just
this
saying.
is double the percentage from 2012.
I know.
This couldn't possibly have anything to do with the fact that this is being shoved in our faces and virtually everything we consume is entertainment 24/7, 365.
That is why a lot of these media companies are going two tits to the sky.
Yeah.
Because the other 93% who don't follow this shit fucking turn it off.
Yeah.
And I can't blame you. I really can't. I want to know where the media companies or movie-making companies are going to pop up where they're going to say, you know what? Fuck your woke shit. I want to fucking make money, and I'm going to use the fucking equation that the customer is always right, find out what they want, make a movie about something they want, and just make the fucking best movie you can without checking boxes and underlining. Just fucking make a good story and sell it.
You mean like they used to?
Yeah, it worked for over a century.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. This is not rocket science.
No, it's really not. And it's getting scary how, we're talking now, 21% of Gen Z Americans now identify as this. You can't tell me that this isn't a psychosis.
Well, first of all, when you think you're something that you're not, it's called a delusion.
Yes. And you can't claim the born this way thing anymore because now they've fully embraced that, it can change depending on how I feel on any given day. Maybe I'll put this earring in and I'll become,
something else.
Underwater basket weaving, lesbian, circle jerk dancing shitbag. I don't know. Don't care.
And how are all of these different genders expressed? They're not. Okay, so basically you have hetero, gay, and asexual.
Or bisexual.
Oh, no. That's gay.
Yeah, it's gay.
I'm sorry, it's gay.
A petri dish of disease.
Listen, if you grab the sex organ of somebody who's the same sex as you, you're gay.
Yeah.
If you're doing it so, like, things can happen in that way, which I'm not going to go into.
Yeah.
That's gay. I'm just going to say it.
Yeah, and this has nothing to do with acceptance. It has everything to do with mass brainwashing.
Yes.
Entertainment consumption being more readily accessible now than it ever has been. I mean, the politics in this. And then when you see this next story.
Yeah. Now, first of all,
holy smoke and Joe Free.
I'm just going to say this right now. I do not care if you are gay.
No.
I really don't. I don't care if you call yourself bi. I don't give a shit about any of that stuff as long as it doesn't interfere with my fucking life.
Yeah.
Period. Now, the minute you try to force me to indulge in your delusions, or you think you're entitled to more stuff and taxpayer-funded programs because you made the choice to be what you are, then I have a problem.
Yeah.
Why should I pay for your choices? Fuck you.
No. I am not going to police my language, police my knowledge of actual biological fact to cater to your subjective reality. It's not going to happen.
That's absolutely correct.
And yet, because of states like California, you can actually make that happen.
And
California manual transmission molester Hannah Tubbs gloats over light sentence and jailhouse phone calls. This person is literally embracing the LGBTQ WTF LOL ideology specifically for personal gain.
And this is what our government was using to argue against this craziness.
Yep.
And here it is coming to light. You're going to see much more of this.
This person is 26 years old. This attack was in 2014, which means they were legally an adult at the time. And yet, because this woman, all of a sudden, after being in custody, decides they're going to identify as a manual transmission, they're going to try them as a minor. And I'll just read you the conversations. Yeah. These were recorded conversations between this person and I believe their father. I'm going to plead out to it. Plead guilty, Tubbs says in one recording. They're going to stick me on probation and it's going to be dropped. It's going to be done. I won't have to register, won't have to do nothing. You won't have to register? Father asks on the other end of the conversation. I won't have to do none of that. So what are they going to do? Nothing. But this is the worst part. Go down here. This is the sentence right here. Received a sentence of 2 years at a juvenile facility because the prosecutor's office declined to transfer the case to adult court, adhering to one of the progressive prosecutor's day one directives of barring children, 18 years old at the time of the attack, being tried as adults. Could serve as little as 6 months and won't have to register as a sex offender.
Now, this is the kind of shit that you wind up with mobs coming to hang people in front of the jail.
Yep.
I mean, this is when you don't get justice in the courts, hysterically speaking, they seek justice outside the court. And that's just the way it has been since we started writing shit down.
Yeah. I mean, how does this even be justified? Can this person identify as a minor too? Like, come on. They pleaded guilty last month to the cold case attack, which took place in a women's restroom at a Denny's when the suspects were 2 weeks shy of 18. Then identified as James Tubbs. After being arrested 8 years after the crime, then conveniently Tubbs starts identifying as a woman. And in one of the conversations...
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Oh, hang on. First of all, I'm going to say this.
Oof.
As a father, and I don't live in hypothetical land. I only live in do and do nots. I lost my key to hypothetical land years ago when I walked the stage to get my Green Beret. If I had a son who was raping kids, I would turn him in, and he would have to be arrested from the hospital bed where I put him. Because that is completely unfucking acceptable.
Amen to that.
Okay? I'm sorry. That is unacceptable.
And if you had any doubts as to this person's pure evil, you won't after this. Tubbs asks the caller to start using female pronouns. So now they're going to put me with other derogative term for manual transmission. You remember Gabe who said that they don't use those? Okay, so this person's obviously not the real deal. That they've seen their cases like mine or one like me that has a case like mine. So when you come to court, make sure you address me as her. Oh, yeah, there's nothing to gain by subscribing to a victim mentality where Corn Pop is a bad dude and everybody else is wrong and you're always right. No. You're not going to trigger mass formation psychosis with this shit. Never. Oh!
So what did they picked him up right at the end of his statute of limitations?
Up to 8 years later, yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know what the statute of limitations are on that kind of
In
stuff.
California, Stan, who the hell knows?
I don't know.
I mean, they're basically proud to erase women with the manual transmissions at this point. So, because it's stunning and brave.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything that feminism, claimed forever, men and women are physically and mentally equal. Anything you can do, I can do better. All of it's come to fruition here. And guess what? They're complaining about it.
Yep.
You brought it on yourselves, ladies. I'm sorry.
Listen, if your daughter loses her scholarship because the trans man, because he's got bigger bones, bigger muscles, bigger heart,
bigger lung capacity,
trounces her and she loses that scholarship, fuck you.
Yep.
When all of this shit was going on, you didn't say anything. Now you get what you voted for. Fuck off.
Amen to that. In fact, I think that qualifies for one of these.
Yeah, you could make a bit from that. We can do like one of the YouTube shorts and somebody can put it on TikTok or something.
Sorry, ladies. I mean, but biology is biology. Biology is a fact. It's real science. And right now we're seeing the number one women's swimmer in the NCAA was ranked 413th as a biological male. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we're totally like physically, mentally equal. There's nothing different.
So basically that dude's like, oh, I feel an ovary growing in.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I think I'm a chick now. Ah.
Oh, yeah.
They go to number one.
Yep, number one.
Yeah.
It's really hilarious, Anything you could do, I can do better, except for the fact that now it is painfully clear that mediocre men are better than the best women. Oh!
Well,
I'm so sorry.
How dare you?
Did you hear, like, John McEnroe? All right, he's been playing tennis. He's been in the tennis sport since he was a late teen, right? And he made a comment about one of the twins. How, yeah, she's a good female tennis person.
Yeah.
But people who are ranked, 500, 600 can easily trounce her. So in his opinion, she was not the best tennis person, everyone jumped on him.
Yeah.
And like, oh, that's terrible. You shouldn't say that. Look,
it's the truth.
I have a piece of merch that says, the truth is not an insult and reality is not an attack.
No. And all the blame and shame in the world does not change the reality on the ground.
No, it does not.
You remember when the Williams sisters said that, well, we can beat any man as long as he's ranked below 200.
Yep.
And what the guy ranked, 208 or 212 comes in and beat them back to back.
Yeah, no problem.
He was basically drinking whiskey and smoking cigarettes the entire time.
I would have loved to have seen that. Him holding a Long Island iced tea with a cigarette.
He's got like beer helmet on with the two cans. And
Dude, I would pay money. That would be we should do a comedy skit. We should do a comedy skit. I see a skit. That's hilarious.
See a skit in our future.
That is comedy gold right there.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, we're going to lurch into the field of Ukraine now, but we're not going to get into the good stuff until new tech.
Yeah, we're not going that. We're not going.
Basically, it's a little bit of this is going on, but
Yeah.
Thousands are joining in the anti-war protests in Russia after the Ukraine invasion. Apparently, police made more than 1,300 arrests as protesters took to the streets in cities around the country. Mm-hmm. Putin is claiming there's broad public support for the invasion of Ukraine that he announced just before dawn on Thursday morning, but by evening, thousands had taken to the streets. Now, I will say this. Mm-hmm. You can have a protest of thousands and have them be a really vocal, whiny minority. We've seen that with the George Floyd riots here in this country. You're talking about a fraction of a fraction within a fraction of the population, and they can still nuke over $2 billion worth of damages.
Oh, yeah.
So this is, this doesn't mean that he's essentially wrong. I'm not saying that he's right.
No.
Because he's a warmongering piece of
Well,
shit.
all right. Let's just talk about the. All right, one country dominating another country has been happening since we started writing shit down, because we're evil, hairless monkeys, and that's how we roll.
Yep. It is what it is.
It's not right. It's not wrong. It's just our human nature.
Yeah. Something that leftoids like to conveniently ignore when they're trying to ignore things that they've also said. We're going to get to some hilarious leftoid hypocrisy later on New Tech.
Oh, yeah.
You are not prepared for the amount of drinking that you are going to have to do when we dive into these leftoid tweets. No. Trust me.
What is going on upstairs?
Probably my boy running around.
Probably, is he like doing WWF stuff?
It's very possible. I've actually seen him jump off of furniture and yelling, "John Cena!"
I love it.
But, hang on. We got to get rid of the redhead here.
I'm gonna
there we go.
Is that a Latina girl?
I don't think so.
She's all right.
She's not bad.
Yeah.
Public approval for Putin is soaring throughout this entire process. Apparently, his approval right now. Now, polls can be rigged. We in the West understand this very well. Hillary has a 99% chance of winning. Trump needs to just pack it in right now. 69% of Russians approve of Putin.
No, but they have a different culture.
They have a very different culture.
They don't have any feminism bullshit weakening their male population. The only thing that weakens their population is like to fucking drink and die young.
Yeah. And that's one of the reasons why they hate Putin over here. Is because all of this wokeness that is crippling our country, destroying our military.
The West.
It's crippling the West in general. He's like, no.
It's not happening.
It's not going to happen.
Gotcha.
And now even China, who's encouraging that shit over here, is cracking down on girly men in their entertainment.
What is it?
They know what's going on.
I was reading an article. They had like 12 of these like the male neutral looking like effeminate guys on their their big streaming stuff they have out there. It's similar to YouTube here.
Yeah, I've seen these guys. You can't even tell if they're chicks half the time.
They're gone. They've literally been removed.
Oh, that'll be nice.
Yeah. And listen, I don't agree with.
Although I'm sure most of those guys now are out, like peddling BJs on the streets, and I'm just
I don't know if they're dead. I don't know what's going on. All I can say is
pulling in a bunch of glory hole money.
Yeah, we wouldn't be having this problem if we just had a strong nuclear family at the base of the pyramid.
Yep,
it would all work itself out. All right, move along.
It would be, yeah. And like I said, polls can be rigged, but they also show you trajectory, regardless of how they're rigged. So if his approval has been going up, even if it's, push polling like they do over here with Beijing Biden's approval, which is well below 40%, but they insist that it hasn't dropped below that mark yet. Most popular president ever, 81 million scoops of ice cream.
Fuck him.
Yeah. But, this is what's going on. I mean, and when this is what you see, obviously he's not really anticipating much in the way of consequences.
All right, now hopefully this isn't a real tank.
I sincerely hope not.
Been painted purple.
But would it shock me?
No.
Yeah. With Mark Milley in charge of our military?
Yeah, that guy's a piece of... Now, listen, I have no respect.
That dude is a certified fruit salad bottom.
I'm going to tell you right now, like a large majority of the full-burn colonels and up are worthless motherfuckers in our military now.
Yep.
They are great at sucking dick and stabbing backs. They are not good leaders.
No.
And if any of them have a problem with what I just said, give me a call and I will tell it to your face.
Eat a dick.
I will literally tell you to your face. I don't care.
I mean, we just covered in the New Tech portion of the last stream, they have spent over 6 million man-hours on wokeness training.
All right, let me
in our U.S. military.
Well, most of that bullshit training is called digital distance training now.
Yeah.
I had a hard time taking my soldiers to go train and with weapons and ammo, because I was burning up 80% of my time for all of this additional online horse shit.
Yeah.
And like literally, I was like trying to get my soldiers to do this between drills and stuff. and they're like, "Hey, Sergeant Pop, am I going to get paid extra for doing this, or because if not, I'm not doing it in between drills. I'm not, and I can't blame you.
F that.
But some of them you did get paid for. It was a pain in the ass to fill out the paperwork for it, but I did.
You got to do what you got to do.
Mm-hmm. I can't blame them.
Nah. Oh, man. And then on the flip side of the ocean,
here we go.
I called this the other day.
So
and I made sure to put the words "so far" in the post. So far.
Flip means here in America?
Yes, on the other side of the ocean. We're over here in America now.
Okay.
CBS have officially fucked the dog and released the worst piece of journalism in 2022 so far. Okay, I make sure to put that in there because we know for sure that at some point they're going to find a way to put another exclamation mark on their stupidity.
Correct.
But for now, this is the top of the heap. The U.S. economy has been hit with increased gas prices, inflation, and supply chain issues because of the Ukraine crisis.
What a bunch of shit. Okay.
Yeah, it's totally, yeah.
All right, hang on. Before the installment of Richard Potato, we were energy self-sufficient.
Yes.
And we were actually selling natural gas and oil overseas.
Yeah.
Now, Biden came in and shut all that down. And now all of a sudden it's Ukraine's fault.
Yeah. Yeah. The guy who was going to stand up to Vladimir Putin greenlit the Nord Stream pipeline and killed our own Keystone XL, doubling gas prices in only a year.
Correct.
And inflation's up to record-setting levels we haven't seen in 40 years. There's supply chain crises all over the damn place. But it's totally Ukraine's fault.
Yeah, it's all Ukraine.
It's all Ukraine, yeah. Everything that we've been enduring for the past year and some change is all because of the last 24 hours.
Yes.
Turn your brains off.
Or it's being blamed on Russia. Russia. It sounds like Marsha and the Brady Bunch.
Well, they've been doing the Mo Russia bullshit since 2016.
I know.
And prior to that, in 2012, when Romney said they were a threat on the world stage, by the way, Mitt Romney's a fucking idiot, but he was right about this. Obama laughed him off the stage, and he was right to do so. It wasn't until 2016, when Trump won the election, all of a sudden, they're a threat to our democracy. They can completely overtake our election.
Yep.
No one believed it then. No, we're certainly not believing it now after the Durham probe. And they still think we're going to buy this.
Yep.
Holy shit.
Well, because we have so many stupid people out there who are still listening to the propaganda that's being put out by our media apparatus, which is owned by 6 corporations. Yeah.
And this, apparently there's only 295 people who believe this. Thank God. This tweet right here was retweeted, maybe one of the most brutal ratios I've ever seen. 295 likes, 4,400 comments.
Yep. I mean, we get a lot of comments.
Well, it's on Twitter though, and that's considered a ratio.
And I downloaded the Brave browser extension that allows you to see dislikes on YouTube.
Yes.
And I went through some of our recent videos, and we still have the 10 to 20 people who hate us.
Yeah,
because we still have the same amount of downvotes.
Fuck them.
We have like some of them 700 comments, and 18 to 2,000 upvotes and 20 downvotes.
I'm just wondering. We got to get some comments going in the chat here, okay? What can we blame on the situation in Ukraine? It's like, baby, and I'm really sorry about that time that the condom broke 7 years ago. I mean, we wound up raw dogging it for 5 minutes. I really didn't mean to, finish all up in your booty crack. But hey, I mean, what can I do? I mean, Ukraine, freaking Putin. I mean, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah, I got you.
Putin's pulling my pudding. Son of a bitch. What can you blame on Ukraine? Fill up the chat. Have some fun.
Yeah, let's do it.
Do it.
These sons of bitches.
And, wow.
Okay.
Let's see. When did this CBS story go live here? So February 23rd, was when the CBS tweet, or no, the 22nd was when the tweet went up. 2 days later, not to be outdone in the stupidity department, blue screen Biden pauses new oil and gas leases amid a legal battle over the cost of climate change.
Yeah, what the fuck?
And now
our gas prices have already fucking doubled.
And now John Kerry is like, well, I'm most concerned about climate change with this new Ukrainian crisis.
That we have
people are going to die, bro.
We have inept people who should not be where they are, who have been put there due to corruption, in my opinion.
It just clicked in my head. When you see all this stupidity, when you see what Democrats and leftoids have actually been spewing in the wake of this invasion and everything else going back years upon years, it's really not a shock that it doesn't register that Joe Biden has Alzheimer's disease, because they're just as fucking nuts and stupid as he is.
Yeah, he's out of his fucking mind.
They might not be licking ice cream, but they're, probably licking each other at the glory hole.
I don't need to hear that.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
That is horrible.
I know
my
it's
God,
horrible.
the images. I'm seeing like these old grandmas with Alzheimer's, and they're being put to work because they don't know what they're doing.
They get Alzheimer's. They get Alzheimer's. They go to the restroom, find the hole in the wall, then they get Ballsheimer's.
God damn.
Oh, I bet Nasty Pelosi's probably got the whole like boatload of dental dams. She just keeps them all in the little filing cabinet.
We need to do that comedy video, Glory Hole Etiquette.
She looks like Michael Jackson now, man. And not Thriller Michael Jackson. Like, right before he kicked the bucket Michael Jackson. Like Johnny Depp and Charlie in the Chocolate Factory Michael Jackson.
Oh, yeah. That's terrible. Oh, my God.
It's terrible. By the way, he didn't do anything wrong. Just going to say it. If you guys haven't watched Razorfist's whole 3-part expose on Michael Jackson and debunking all that bullshit, it is 1 hour that is totally worth your time. Give it a watch. This comes up later. I just wanted to make sure that I saved it because I didn't have any in the initial sources.
All right, cool.
We're going to read some super chats. You want to read some super chats?
Yeah. Let's do through them.
Oh, yeah. Because, as we get going into this Ukraine stuff, there's going to be a lot of conjecture and some stuff that the lamestream media and the corporate overlords at YouTube are not going to want us talking about. So, just saying. Oh, I totally forgot about the the one person who's all about the weakness and the disgustingness. There it is.
Oh, God, no.
Well, we were talking about glory holes in the White House. So there you
Stop
it. I'm sorry. Actually,
You're not
no.
sorry.
You're right, I'm not. But I will have to show you this tweet.
Okay.
Because this is, shit that doesn't age well for 1,000, Alex. Vladimir Putin doesn't want me to be president. He doesn't want me to be our nominee. If you're wondering why, it's because I'm the only person in this field who's ever gone toe-to-toe with him. Corn Pop is a bad dude.
Now, what did Obama say about Biden?
Never underestimate Joe's ability to fuck something up.
And that's exactly what he's doing.
A little bit. All right. Big thank you to Keith Peterson, who opened the night with a couple of chats there. I want to say they were $10 each. YouTube kind of had a little bit of a screwy thing and deleted a few of the chats, but I remembered seeing those, so thank you very much.
Stop giving us money on YouTube. They take 30%.
Yes, and to let everybody know, over on Streamlabs is working tonight, and yes, we did have another problem with the PayPal getting jacked, and we figured out why.
Yep.
It's actually the comments, because they get put through as a memorandum with every donation. PayPal apparently reads them, and when you're talking about how you wish certain people would get smoked, they terminate our PayPal because of shit that other people are saying. It's stupid. And
we're being punished for shit that you say.
It's about as anti-First Amendment as it gets. But yeah. And to the people over on Rumble, because this was a big point of conjecture in the chat the other night, you will notice in the comments, not the chat, but the comments for the stream, I put a little 7-step process for getting your account verified. That's something that you have to do in order to be able to donate on Rumble. So check it out. It says it's 7 steps. It's really very fast. You're going to knock through it in about 2 minutes.
All right.
All right. Rumble chats here. We got Ohio Trucker 1. I came into this stream and drank a beer. Then I had another beer, 3 beers, 4 beers, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and a Jack and a Coke, and I'm just getting started. He's way out ahead of us.
You've got me defeated.
Way out ahead of us. And Archanon 40, food price issues incoming. Russia produces roughly 2/3 of the world's ammonium nitrate.
Correct.
Yeah.
That is, right now, that's fucked.
Genius. Let's just keep fucking around with these people.
But you know what? If we don't want to be, in the future, if we don't want to be fucked when shit like this happens, we need to produce our own shit.
Yes. Yeah, we used to be a manufacturing nation. Now we're an importer nation.
Correct.
It explains the $30 trillion in debt.
Mm-hmm.
And a quick roll call here, because I know you're going to want to hear this. 1,246 currently watching on YouTube.
Wow!
Yeah, 55 on MGTOW.tv, 663 on Rumble, 91 on DLive, 98 on Twitch, and 247 on Odyssey.
Wow.
Hell yeah!
We're well over 2,000, 21, 22, or we're probably just a hair over 2,300 people.
Hell yeah, man. Thank you very much for tuning in.
Fuck yeah, we're growing. I like to hear that.
Yes, we're going to start with the new tech chats and then work our way back to YouTube. And over on Streamlabs, we got Maverick7508. Pop got good news today. Got to move to Wyoming. No state income tax. And escape Oregon. Yes. I get to cut $1,000 off living costs, too, taking my dad's armory as well, minus the 20 firearms that got lost in a boating accident, along with a few thousand freedom seeds.
I totally sympathize with you because that seems to be happening a lot to my friends.
It touches my black dead heart.
Yeah,
it really
it's
does.
like, wait, well, it's still dead.
Oh, damn it. I thought I heard a little pitter-patter.
No.
Let's get at her.
No, it's over. That shit's been killed years ago.
Wah, wah. The competent man. West promised Russia that the West would not extend its influence east of the old Soviet border in early 90s. Within the last year, MSM articles showed up claiming no one said that. What did people think would happen trying to make Ukraine a NATO member?
Well, the thing is, they should have been. They applied, and I believe they were shot down because Russia wouldn't vote for them. Now, that is bullshit. If you're a country and you should be allowed to join NATO. But since we know NATO is basically a game of three-shell Monty and combined with smoke and mirrors, along with the UN.
That's another thing, too. Like, when they bitched about, you're going to ruin the peace, it's like, you sanctimonious cocksuckers, you were the ones who bombed Libya within an inch of its life. No one's listening to a damn word you're saying.
Fuck yeah.
Kiss my ass. Ugh. Speaking of kiss my ass, Senior Airman Dick Fitzgerald over on Odyssey. When life gave Pop lemons, he squeezed the lemons and made orange juice.
Yeah.
That's some Jesus shit, man.
Listen, I've done some fucking amazing shit, and when, like, even battalion commanders couldn't get shit done.
Yeah.
I Green Beret their ass, got it done.
That's what you got to do.
Listen, I'm not the guy you call for more of the same.
No.
I'm the guy you call when you need to have shit done and you have obstacles that must be circumvented before you.
Yes. Privateer pilot, or pirate, rather. Just a few library coins from across the pond in Blighty. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, good sir.
All right.
Preswale Chatain. Good evening, dear Mr. Pop und the Herr Kleiner. Tonight, for some mysterious and unfathomable reason, something seems to be telling me that getting drunk on a good Belgian or Irish-British beer right now might not be such a bad idea.
I love the darker beers.
Yes. At the moment, he's got 3 bottles of Stella Artois, 2 of Guinness.
Yeah, that dude's going to be 3 sheets to the wind when he gets
Let's
like
go,
halfway
Brando.
through that shit.
Oh, I just bought an 18-pack of different Irish beers for St. Patty's Day. It's right around the corner. And a fresh bottle of Jameson Black Barrel.
All right.
Because on St. Patty's Day, we are going to be doing another Super Chat stream, and you get to tell us your worst experience you ever had while drunk off your ass. And because we'll all be drunk off our asses, it's going to be glorious.
Yeah, I could do like a bit of my comedy routine on what alcohol should be called.
Yes, just do us all a favor and keep your corned beef out of the glory hole. Maverick7508, I blame my weight on the Ukraine crisis. Not like I've been fat for 15 years or anything. Damn time-traveling Ruskies. Regolith Rat with two $5 donations. Okay, so no money on YouTube. What about Odyssey? Odyssey's good. Odyssey works. MGTOW.tv works. Rumble works. And we finally got Streamlabs working again. Just make sure that if you want to get really edgy when you're donating through Streamlabs, put a notice that you emailed a comment and send it to the Redonkulas email with your screen name, and we'll read it from there.
Yep.
It's a nice workaround. Calebon on Odyssey and Twitch. I use Twitch since that seems to have the least latency between you talking and me seeing it.
Okay, cool.
That works. Senior Airman Dick Fitzwell again. When Pop gives you the finger, he's telling you how many seconds you have left to live.
That's not true. That's not true.
I always think of you when I watch Ratatouille and the guy, the sous chef in the kitchen is like, I once killed a man with this thumb. Because I could totally picture you doing that and like line up with a bunch of with a bunch of soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
You know you would do it. Oh, How Trucker 1 says, I lost my M2HB 50 cal when it fell off my fishing boat. Oh.
God damn, that's a huge loss, man.
You know, most people use a fishing pole to catch fish, bro. You kind of had that one coming.
Yeah, it's a good write-off, though.
Just saying.
That's like a $10,000 item.
Whew. Yeah, that breaks my heart a little bit.
Sorry for you.
Mungo Harry with a $20 donation. Every evening, gentlemen, sent you another set of research data. Number 60 seems reminiscent of Pop's ex. Oh, please don't tell me it had like 4 dicks in it.
Allegedly.
Because I don't want to see that.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. That's why we said X.
Gonna get me sued, bro.
We said X.
Oh, yeah.
We said X.
All right, yeah. Okay.
People's Republic of Lenin. Is it just me, or has Putin become as senile as JB? His one-sided history lesson sounds like Biden trying to read a paragraph.
Listen, Putin is a former KGB guy.
Yeah.
That guy is not an idiot.
No.
And he knows how to fuck people up.
Well, his strategy in this whole scenario has been pretty genius, actually, because he's using Western talking points and directing them right back at, because, well, I'm going to send in, I will send in the peacekeepers. That's what you said about Iraq.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
And then once they're in there, fuck it. We're going to take the whole goddamn thing.
Yeah. And now he's talking about, well, you know, we have people in Ukraine, they're rebels, you know, we recognize them as sovereign states, so we're going to go in there and we're going to punch some Nazis. Oh, shit. We've been sanctioning politically motivated violence for the last 2 years and calling it stunning and brave, fiery, but peaceful protests.
Yes.
I hope people don't remember that when that time comes. Oh, shit. What are we going to do? Oh, wait. Our constituents are stupid. Oh, we'll just pretend it never happened.
All right, now, we can't go into the Ukraine stuff in depth here.
I know.
We're fucking giving the game away.
But I'm just saying.
Anyway, alt tech is we're going to pull out all the stops, man.
I personally thought Russia would invade as the Super Bowl started. LOL, a little early. I was checking the news while watching Pop's Sunday Grunt Speak.
All right.
That would have been a good time to do it. Free Range Fornicator with a donation. Wanted to post a donation link to help my friend gather funds for secure connection devices like satellite phones and shite. But turns out there's no link, and they're using private persons, their comrades in neighboring countries as proxies to buy tech there and then pass it on the border.
Yep.
Servers and banks in Ukraine can be hacked or seized. Whew. Thanks, Blake, for all the advice on Facebook. You're welcome.
Well, that's another battlefield, which is, techno shit.
Yep. Yeah, not all wars are fought on the battlefield now.
Well, I mean, no, there's multiple battle spaces. There's the real battle space.
Well, like the physical battlefield.
There's mental battle spaces, psyops, and now they have digital battle space.
Yep.
And that's gonna wind up going to space. We'll probably be fighting on the moon. And it's just going to get fucking way interesting.
Oh, man.
I'll be dead by then, but hopefully I'll be on my next snot rocket back here.
The human race is turning into one giant Roland Emmerich movie.
Yeah, I know.
There's going to be like 5 people you care about, and the rest of humanity, fuck them.
Bunch of fucking dump bags walking.
Dump bags. People's Republic of Lenin again. I try to buy as much of the advertised stuff here as possible. It's well vetted. They won't sell you a subscription to Cosmo. And it's exponential to a super chat because if they get enough solid numbers, they have a solid advertising base that buys the products.
Oh,
right.
okay.
People's Republic of Lenin 2 free-range fornicator. Amazon is our downfall as a digital media provider. I can still access my Kindle. Don't make the black kids angry in the Kindle app, but you cannot go out and buy it. I waited too long, and I had to order the paperback of When Harry Became Sally from BN because Amazon is censorship.
Correct.
Yep. And, Homa, take off your glasses. I need a place to sit. Hillary Rotten Clinton. Mustache ride. Disgusting.
So fucked up.
Ayapeta, speaking of allegedly unknown events, any updates on the Vegas shooting? We did get a couple of videos, but we're not talking about that tonight.
Yeah,
So
we
stop
can't go
trying
into
to
it
make
here.
that happen. It's not going to happen. We already did 2 streams on it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, right now, you can't see them on YouTube because they don't allow them. But there are a lot of personal videos that were taken during that whole fucking fiasco that are coming forth on Brighteon, BitChute, and Rumble.
Yep.
So,
New Tech is where it's at.
Yeah,
That's why we're doing at least half of our streams now on New Tech.
yeah, there's a couple of these videos where you hear both machine guns at the same time.
Yeah, oh, that's just an echo. Anything
the
else is a
fuck outta here.
conspiracy theory.
Listen,
Wait.
I've been in firefights, and I've been in firefights in urban areas. I know exactly what shit sounds like. That was multiple weapons.
Yep.
Sorry.
You've been there, done that, got the T-shirt.
It wasn't
And now
fun.
you're selling it online. Good
It wasn't fun.
was not fun.
That's not fun.
Combat Mechanic. Looks like the A-10 will get to fulfill the role it was designed for, busting tanks in Europe. Pigs can fly.
Well, if we're allowed to deploy it, I don't think we're going to do anything.
No.
I really don't.
Well, and even if we did, I don't think that there would be... It would be posturing at best. And we're going to get into why.
I mean, if you want the shit to stop ASAP, you just sink their fucking navy.
Yeah.
Take their navy away, do it for Russia and China, and just go, yeah, okay. Next one, after we're done decimating their navies, we just say, listen, if you keep going, we're going to start erasing cities.
And there you go.
You need to stop.
Yeah, but, 81 million scoops of Alzheimer's ice cream in the White House ain't going to do
No, they're not going to do
shit.
jack and shit. I know, I got you.
And, this is what we have to look forward to right here. At least there's no mean tweets, right?
Wow.
But, hang on.
We saw that one.
Huh?
Yeah.
I digress. Let's get back to the chat.
All right, let's go.
Tony Most, I hope Potato Head Biden doesn't manage to get us caught up in this ignorance going on in the Ukraine.
It's Richard Potato.
Richard Potato.
Get it correct.
Potato Head. Well, Richard Potato was Trudeau.
I like Richard Potato for the people
Potato.
that are in charge because that's what they're doing.
Yeah, they're a bunch of dictators.
Yeah, a dictator.
Yeah, I'll give myself a pat on the back for coming.
That was actually really good, man.
Wadley 225. Pop, how long until the military-industrial complex figures out how many billions they can make sending Americans into Russia for freedom?
They're probably, listen, there's plans already in place for all that shit. I've actually reviewed a couple of them. They have plans in place for giant unrest. They have plans in place for civil war, fought guerrilla style. They have plans in place for an actual linear civil war. I mean, they got it all.
Yep.
It's in there.
And unfortunately, there are people stupid enough to throw support behind Biden in the time of war because being a wartime president is always optically more appealing than being a Alzheimer's-ridden schlep rock president, which is exactly what he has been. He's not the one in charge. We all know that.
No.
But so, this couldn't have come along at a better time for him, and he's already using the distraction to regulate other things and cut things and hoping people won't report on it.
Fuck him.
And even if the lamestream media does, they're probably going to devote maybe 30 seconds.
Yep.
Keith Peterson, dig the new font on the desert pics.
All right.
Paul B. with a $20 super chat. Remember the national embarrassment, which was Afghanistan? The collective establishment, leftoids, corporate press, and government sure did. Putin didn't. He got the measure of Biden and saw a window of opportunity.
And guess what Biden's doing right now?
He's measuring.
He's basically telling America, hold my beer.
Hold my beer. Because
you saw what I did in Afghanistan. You just wait.
You thought that shit sucked.
Yeah. You just wait. Hold my beer.
Ooh, wow, man.
Yeah.
It's going to be a collection of shop vacs arranged around an asshole fountain. That's how much this is going to suck.
Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah. Ooh. The asshole fountain. I love that.
Oh, Cliff 3188 evening, gents. My 2 cents on Brando withdrawing emergency powers. He did it because if he pressed further, his head would be on a pike. Well, that, and I think there was supposed to be like a confidence vote or something with the Canadian Senate coming up on Monday, and he knew that he didn't have the votes to keep it going.
Listen, I'm telling you right now, and I hate to say this, I don't think Canada has the stones to actually go against this authoritarianism that's taken place. I really don't.
Well,
they've laid down for the removal of their guns. They laid down for the removal of their freedom of speech.
Yep.
They're laying down on the vax mandates and all that horseshit, in my opinion. Yes, the truckers stood up, but for the most part, it got to that point because everyone laid down.
Yep.
Got to stop laying down. You need to start defying and not complying with this fucking craziness. Because sooner or later, they're going to show their hand, and they are going to put people in pits and kill them.
Yeah.
And then we'll know exactly what they're about.
Yeah.
And then people are going to go, oh, okay. Okay, it's on now.
Yeah, do you think Trudeau is going to stop at 48 hours of complete dictatorship?
No.
He's got a taste for it now.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with all these leftoids who insist on trying to keep the shit locked down. Like, Canada is, and I think California, Stan, are the only 2 portions in this hemisphere that are still trying to push forward with the lockdownerism bullshit, and everyone else is stepping back.
Correct.
Because there's no money in it anymore, really.
Yep.
So,
well,
people aren't buying it.
We'll see. We'll see. There's always money and shit. They'll just figure out a new scheme.
Well, I mean, the only reason that they even started to back off in the first place is because, there's midterms coming up.
Yeah.
This is settled science. You got to wear a mask. You got to. There's the midterms coming. Science has changed.
I personally want to see near all of these polling or all the voting stations in the blue cities and blue states, I would like to see an independent militia on standby.
Amen to that.
Because the Battle of Athens was a real thing. And
it happened before.
In my opinion, with what we saw with the last Stunning and Brave Ice Cream Social, they're going to keep doing it until they're forced to stop.
Yep.
That's just my opinion. What do I know?
Yep. And you cannot count on the establishment to police itself.
No.
We saw what happened when the FBI decided to look into Hillary's emails.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct.
And we see with the Durham probe now. I mean, they're like, this is it. She's finally going to get locked. No, she's not.
They're not going to do shit to that cunt.
They're not going to do shit. They're not going to find the guy who smoked Epstein and then smoked his French partner.
I'm sorry.
It's done. The law doesn't apply to these people.
If I was running the show, their house would vaporize one night.
Yep.
But I'm not. That's just
allegedly.
That's just a fantasy.
Yeah. Anorexic Alpha, appreciate you guys. Thank you. Why are the Penguins getting destroyed by the garbage New Jersey Devils? Karma? I don't know.
That's hockey. I love hockey, but I don't follow it that close.
I haven't followed it for quite a while.
No, I like hockey. And I'll watch college football, but I refuse to give any time, money, or resources to any professional sports.
No.
MMA and boxing, kickboxing, that's not in the list.
No. You have a space in your Black Dead heart for that one. So I get it. Gray Man Media, feminists don't even have the guts to respond to Silk Sonic's smoking out the window.
Okay.
I don't even know what that is.
No.
I'll have to look it up. Way behind the times in this popular culture stuff. You damn kids in your internet videos and your YouTubes. Smooth Criminal, my dad in NYC is being told by the news that Russia is going to attack them in their homes. To get ready, the propaganda fear-mongering is insane. Russia would not even attempt
they'll nuke
to invade over here.
They will nuke, but I don't. They would be
I doubt they'd even do that. I mean, Putin might be a little crazy, but he's not stupid.
Well, I'm just saying that, things can get out of hand real quick in this situation.
Yeah, they have, but we're not at that level yet.
Nope.
I mean, Cuban Missile Crisis was the closest we ever got, and cooler.
I mean, to be honest, we have a battle fleet in that area, vicinity. We can easily bring them down there, and they would have to deal with an aircraft carrier full of ordnance.
Yeah.
And it would be pretty ugly.
Wadley 225, with COVID slowing down, Resident Diaper and the liberals needed a new crisis. Looks like Russia is it. Russia's been it for the past 6 years.
Well, Russia has been like the... Listen, I personally don't have anything against Russia. I really don't.
Yeah.
I am not a fan of what they're doing now.
No.
But listen, I'm a logical, reasonable person, and they're doing conquest, what the human race does all the time, and it's not going to stop.
No.
Okay.
It is what it is.
And we're going to talk about it more in the
Yes.
alt tech section.
Justin, I've read James Rassone's Red Storm series, and in that book, World War III is started by a Russian invasion of Ukraine. Sarge, is our military capable to stand toe-to-toe with the Russians and possibly China?
Not by ourselves.
No.
We're going to need help.
Yeah. China's military is laughable, but they have numbers,
Yeah, they do.
and our people would not have the will at this point. They've been broken down by
But
wilderness
here's
training.
the thing with China, though. They've had a one-child policy for a long time.
Yeah.
So they're heavy on the male side. Okay. If they go to a big war, they are going to lose a lot of that population.
Yeah, then it's going to be like a 5-child policy.
Yeah, and then it's going to take them, a century to catch up.
Yeah, it's not going to work out too well for them.
And listen, if we get involved with Russia and China, India is going to jump in because India can't stand Pakistan and China.
Yeah.
You can't fucking stand them.
Oh, can you imagine that kind of boiling, simmering, curry-fueled rage?
I'm going to tell you this right now. I have
to my head.
nothing but respect for the Sikhs who come out of India.
Hell yeah.
They are literally, that's a warrior caste they are born into.
Boom.
That's fucking pretty huge.
Yeah, and they made up 40% of the trucker convoy that was nothing but white supreme pizzas. Don't forget that one.
And we referred to them as Muslims.
And we
we're sorry,
corrected ourselves.
we fucked up.
Corrected
moving on.
ourselves. Cliff, 31 or 88. How long do you think it'll take for the COOF to get memory hold because of the Ukraine situation?
About 2 or 3 months.
Yeah.
If a nuke drops, it'll be forgotten immediately.
Yeah, it'll be done.
That's it. It'll be gone.
Smooth criminal. Ukrainians right now are saying Wolverines.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Now, the thing is, if Ukraine doesn't get air support, they'll be done in 5 days.
Yep.
Okay. If they get the air support to hold Russia's Air Force at bay, they have enough troops on the ground to seriously have a good chance at repelling this attack.
Yep. Oh, boy. Here we go.
There we go.
Reaper 01. Fresh Wango Tango. He's hoping for no knife hand. So I'm recovering in a hotel bar after an appointment with a female acquaintance when I spotted this 30-something black chick, measurements 5'7", 25-mile-an-hour front bumpers, 20-mile-an-hour rear.
Okay.
Crawling into a wine bottle at the bar. Was about to check out when she flagged me down. She cried and told me how her husband of 8 years was in that very hotel with her sister. Ouch.
What?
I was just about to space ghost out, but as I tied my shoe, I saw the 9mm Glock in her purse. I connected the dots instantly as she rambled on about her relationship, and I weighed out whether or not to do something, but that annoying-ass spark of kindness in my dark heart flickered up, so I did something I never thought I'd do again. I flicked the simp switch and telling her the same old simp bullshit, and 30 minutes later, she was up in my hotel room, riding me into the mattress and taking more back shots than Kamala Harris in a male retirement home with a fresh shipment of Viagra.
Well, I'm going to be honest. That is a better outcome than her shooting her husband, her sister, and then
I'll
killing
give you
herself.
this one. No knife hands for
No
this
knife
one.
hands.
Anyway, after she fell asleep, I went through her purse, found and read her confession/deletion letter to her kids, family, and friends. So I put on some gloves and field stripped the Glock to take the firing pin before making my escape like Batman. I called the cops once I got to the lobby with a tip to get her some mental help. Like you, Pop, I couldn't just stand by and let 3 people lose their meat suits, throat yogurt, and orgasmic tranquilizer for the win.
Yes. Fuck yeah.
And he wants me to take him out with Catland.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Stop!
I'll give you that one. No knife hands, no reprimand. That was great.
Now, that would be funny if we could set it up where we can play that and they could show us do the dance in our chairs. We always do the dance every time that comes on.
Austin Wall Johnson, am I the only one sensing a second Cold War on its way? Well, I think
It's already been here.
Since 2016, I think they've been kind of gunning for it.
Yeah.
He wants a straw, but
You can't throw it at me while I
No,
see it coming.
you're paying attention.
I'll kill you.
I kill you.
I kill you.
Jeff Schroeder with a $20 super chat. I keep a gas mask in my car and one also at home. Am I being too paranoid?
No.
Nah. Plan ahead. Better to need it. Have it and not need it. Need it to not
I'm
have it.
actually considering putting together a small business where I build survival packs and bug out bags for individuals, and I tailor them to the weapons that they have.
That would be a good business.
Yeah, because I have
Hell
all
yeah.
I literally have all the equipment.
Yeah, we got somebody in the chat wants to know what the stream is on Rumble. Putting the link there in the YouTube chat for you. We got some Rumble chats here. $20 from the first Mirkos. Did Joe crap his pants at Ukraine getting invaded? If so, call him Sloppy Joe.
Well, the thing is they were calling out when it was going to start. They knew what was going on.
Oh, yeah. Dashuda, anthropologists and historians talk about the end of the Bronze Age caused by the different nations being too interdependent and the rise of the Sea People. In the future, they will talk about the Islamic migrations and the interconnectivity of the Oil Age at its end. Does anyone else recognize that Europe is in very much the same position it was in treaty and pact-wise now that it was just before World War I?
It's absolutely correct.
Yep. We're due for another one.
And the Sea
unfortunately.
People, I mean, I actually am. I follow history, and there was a climate thing going on where a lot of areas around the Mediterranean were facing famine, and they all said, "Fuck it, Egypt has got a huge breadbasket. Let's go over there," and they literally almost toppled Egypt. Egypt actually defended, and instead of killing everyone, they actually said, "Okay, you can live over here," and
Yeah.
they handled it quite well.
Damn. We have over 2,000 people watching just between YouTube and Rumble right now. 1,293, I'm sorry, on YouTube,
Fuck yeah.
and 820 on Rumble. Holy cow. Thank you very much
Fuck
for
yeah.
watching and tuning in. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so
We're going to be
much.
switching to new tech here shortly as soon as I can get through these damn YouTube
Get your
chats.
goddamn Rumble account.
Yes.
Get your BitChute, Brighteon, MGTOW. One of the main reasons I insisted on going across all these different platforms is, in my mind, everything is war, and we are in an informational war. We're in a financial war, and soon it might become a shooting war.
This is the digital battlefield.
Yes. And I had no idea I was going to retire from supporting the Army and their endeavors to go to battle. And I thought I was going to go home and fuck off and fish and hunt. And I had no idea I was going to step into another battlefield. I thought I was just going to be combating suicide, which is terrible in itself. And that's my first priority. But the way my mind works, it's God, country, family.
Amen.
That's the order of precedence my mind works.
Yep.
And fortunately for everyone else, I'm one of those rare masculine guys who has dignity, honor, and self-respect.
Yes.
And I'm not a liar. I'm just not me.
No,
So-
you're bad at it. You suck at it.
I do. I suck at it.
We got somebody in the chat saying that these places need apps. Rumble has an app.
Yep.
So does MGTOW.tv. So download it, you bitches.
Yeah, BitChute got theirs taken down out of the Google Play Store.
Yeah, fuck Google Play.
We need that. Somebody needs to come up with a website that's neutral for all of the apps that have been kicked off of Apple and Google, because going to two places for your shit is fucked up,
Yes.
especially when both of them are huge censorship, communist, dictator bullshit,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Dictator shits. Patriot of the West, gentlemen, Odin, watch over you. With the current geopolitics, I'm beginning to pray to Thor, Lord of Farmers and Warriors. Today I called the recruitment officers and told them ADF, Air Force, Army, or Navy, grease monkey me.
Okay.
Do it. K to the Swiss, which of the new techs allows super chats? Getting spun up here trying to figure out which one is easy. Rumble. Go in there.
Do it.
Look at the new stream. Go down to the comments. It explains to you exactly how to verify your account. You plug in your credit card information and bums your uncle.
Yeah, there you go.
And you do it once, you don't have to do it again. Michael Simmons, why don't we also put some manufacturing in South America and or Africa? And Pop, you should probably stockpile socks.
Yeah, I've got a lot of socks. I spent a lot of time in the military freezing and starving.
You got to
I
get your
have
foot
all
funk
of that
under
stuff.
control.
Like, everything I wear is because I don't give a shit about my appearance. These are military pants. They're made by Hecklon. They're the Special Forces version. And they have a built-in holster in the cargo pockets for any force applicators at a distance that you wish to put in there. And, I wear my old Army socks. I just don't care.
No.
Like, I'm not getting married again. I'm not out there hunting, choach. Okay, I'm in my fucking 50s now.
Yeah.
And I know that I'm on the back nine, and I just want to leave the world a better place before I go to my next assignment.
Yes.
That's it.
Not a bad thing. Michael Morgan with a $20 donation. Thank you so much. Thoughts on the fact that any president that was in office due to new war emergence or on the re-election on any president in office at the time in spite of rampant incompetence and inefficiency thus far in Biden's presidency?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, that does tend to keep. I don't know what it is. There's a lot of people who think, well, you don't switch leadership during a time of war.
You do when they're fucking completely incompetent, and they were put there because of a ice cream social, 3-shell Monty shagnanigans.
Yeah, he totally got all the ice cream. 81 million scoops of it.
Absolutely correct.
Fookers. AF. Ukraine has been shelling civs for the past 7 years.
Okay.
I don't know anything about that, but
They've been fighting for a long time.
oh yeah, I know they've been fighting for a long time, but shelling civilians?
Listen,
There's always civilians. caught in the
civilians are
crossfire,
always
yeah.
going to get shelled. I'm sorry that happens. But, we're evil hairless monkeys, and all we do is look for better ways to kill each other, and then we use them.
Yep, pretty much. Atomic Dimension Traveler, I identify as non-binary, and my pronouns are either come on, man, or corn pop. I'll get back to you on which pronouns I'll use later.
Oh, non-binary. I got to write that in the book.
Non-binary. Jonathan Nagy, hey, Pop, sorry about super chatting on here. Can't figure out how to set up the super chat on Rumble yet. Hope you're both well. Go to the stream. It's in the comments. I walk you through it. 7 steps. Boom. Takes you 2 minutes. Dawn Creep. Got to work tomorrow, so no drinking for me tonight. Oh. You two mind taking a shot for me?
Oh, fuck yeah. There you go, brother.
Hell yeah. Michael Knoll, how do you feel about Trump supporting Putin? It's a stupid move.
Well, listen. All right. Like I've said
But,
before.
oh, hang on. Wait.
Oh.
There you
That's
go.
a good one. Now, as I've said before,
Yes.
Putin is not doing anything that hasn't been done throughout all of our human history.
Yeah.
Okay? Is it right? No. Is it wrong? Yes and no. Okay. But here's the thing that really sticks in my craw. We have UN and NATO. They are put in place to keep peace in Europe. There is now no peace in Europe because of this crazy shit.
Oh, it's
Why are they not getting fucking involved? And we'll be covering this and alt tech when we go there.
yep.
All right.
And there is a specific. If this theory is correct, we're going to be covering it on New Tech. Then I wouldn't say that I condone it, but I'd understand. Jonathan Nagy. Oh yeah, Pop. What was your rank when you got out?
I retired at the highest rank I achieved, which was first sergeant.
Boom. Damon Wolf MGTOW with a $20 donation. Smoke and mirrors, you mean obstacle delusion? I like it. Channel 1-800-DUMB from New Zealand. Hello, lads. Pop's last live from the lair was excellent. Kiss your boy, Blakey. I will. You know what to do. Aerial maneuver when he's not looking. Menagerie here. Vodka and wine. God bless. Thank you very much.
Vodka and wine.
Vodka and wine.
That's a hangover and a half.
Yeah, it is. Whew. Make sure you use the little drops. Troy the Man with a $2 donation. Thank you very much. If there was a comment, Susie Q deleted it. Channel 1-800-DUMB. Both shoot with me. All right.
Here we go. Hey, you bastard. You landed a cock on my leg.
Just like your ex. All right. Thank you very much for that, good sir. Another donation from 1-800-DUMB wants another shot. We don't want to get too drunk. We still got a lot of Ukraine to cover.
home, man.
Got a lot of Ukraine to cover. We're going to be getting into some really crazy shit when we come back. If you want to follow us over, as always, I will post links to the direct stream spots in the chat on YouTube so you can follow us to MGTOW.tv, Rumble, DLive, Twitch, or Odyssey. Pick your favorite. This is going to be interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. We will see you shortly. With
one final inventory
one
before
final
we punch
inventory. Okay, looks like we already got some people starting to jump over. 1,185 on YouTube, 76 MGTOW.tv, 993 on Rumble. Holy cow. And we got a couple, okay, those are the ones that I already read. How Trucker 1 says, I had an M2 on my fishing boat because Murica, or why not? I already use explosives. Nice. And Transitive 1021 says, testing out your instructions. It works. See? Check the comment in the chat.
All right.
And DLive 108, Twitch 114, and Odyssey 333. Hell to the
Fuck
yes.
yeah. I mean, god damn it. That's it's 21, 22, 23, 24. That's almost 3,000. 3,000 people.
Largest audience ever.
That is why we have multiple platforms.
Hell yes.
Because I'm trying to get in front of as many people as I can. I just want to save as many people from the fucking oblivion.
420 up on the board.
Fuck yeah.
And that's
I
still
did
too low.
order the dog tag machine, and I have 500 dog tags on order.
Yes. As soon as that arrives, we'll want to get your guys' emails and how you want your screen name or whatever to appear on the dog tags, and then we can start shipping them out to you.
Yeah, and what I'm going to do is I want to have one dog tag in a bag from every person that has said that I've helped them. And then we'll have another one that we'll send out to the guys. And I don't know if I want to keep a database on this because I don't want that to be compromised and you know that information, because that's kind of a private thing.
Okay.
And a lot of people don't want that to be public knowledge. And like for me to talk about mine was very hard.
Yeah.
And I can only understand it'd probably be more harder for other individuals.
Yes. All right. The links to the new tech sites are incoming in the chat. I was going to start doing them here in just a moment, but Pop went off on a tear here. So.
Sorry.
That's what happens, man.
Sorry.
But hey, you know, that's important stuff. The fact that the dog tag machine is coming is big news. And hell yeah.
I'm sorry.
All right. We're going to go empty our squirrel bladders, and we'll see you on new tech shortly, you bitches.
So